What is up, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here, and joining me today we have Alex.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, and it's so far it's just us two. We're just gonna be chilling out today, just relaxing. Possibly having a guest pop in from Franny later on, but not exactly sure. We'll see. So what's good, dude? How you been, man?
I've been okay. It's funny because my birthday happened this past week, so
Yes,
it,
yes.
it yeah it was a weird one because a quarantine birthday.
It's not a regular birthday.
Yeah, it felt off, dude, because this is the first because as I mentioned in the last episode that my sister and I, we share the same birthday. It's just
Mm-hmm.
just a 15-year difference. So when when she had her sweet 16, it was my first birthday. There's there's a picture that I have, and it's actually like right next to me. I would try to pull it off the wall to show, but then I don't know if I'm gonna have like what are you doing? Like I'm trying to show the content for the podcast.
Why are you breaking off the fucking walls?
Yeah. So so this picture is well, for my sister's sweet 16, and so it's like her sweet 16, my first birthday, and I'm on this fucking the stereotypical Hispanic sailor suit, which like
Oh yeah.
I kept thinking to me like, oh my god, it's like Speak Donald Duck, whatever. So
Stick Donald Duck is hilarious.
yeah yeah so like I kept joking with my sister saying like, listen, we got to recreate that picture, right? Because like as of late they've been showing online like
Mhm.
people recreating pictures on I don't know if
Oh
it's on
yeah, that shit is on TikToks.
yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
an adult, so I'm not gonna fuck with TikTok. So
yeah, and also you're not TikTarded, so that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. Episode 203 TikTok.
Yeah. TikTarded
Yes.
is it's one of those terms that I've heard on another podcast, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking that.
No, and and the thing is this, it's like, listen, I understand like when it comes to the creative standpoint and everything like that, but it just seems like everyone's jumping into that bandwagon when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And it gets kind of annoying after a while.
Oh, absolutely. It really
But
fucking does. Because you got to think about it too. It's kind of the same way that how everybody pretty much got on the same thing with like going to see all the like the live Instagrams and stuff like that, or like or posting pictures of food and shit. Like there's so much shit out there that so many people can just be like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna watch this, or I'm just gonna do that, or I'm just gonna do this other thing because there's other people doing it too.
well, my favorite thing right now when it comes to online, and I love how I'm jumping from what happened to me to just random stuff. That's how we work, right?
It's exactly how we work.
Is the fucking the like everything with the fucking Tiger King memes.
Oh
I
yeah, those are the best.
I fucking love it. And then what I love is like any like situation that has like now a tiger in it or whatever. Like there was one video I saw that there was a truck right in the
Uh-huh.
middle of the fucking highway, and the doors bust open and a fucking tiger comes out, like does like a fucking roll and
Oh
starts
yeah.
walking off. And one of the major comments already is like, I blame Carol Baskin. And I was just like, oh man, this will never fucking die.
Oh yeah, no,
But yeah.
it won't ever die. That's gonna be there forever, pretty much.
And then the other one that I love is that fucking that Death March meme or whatever.
Uh huh.
So yeah, I've been seeing like a shitload of those, and some of them are just like dumb, but there were one or two that were like pretty good. One of my
Oh yeah.
favorite ones was I forgot exactly like like where I saw it, but it was like the husband said something to the wife,
Mm-hmm.
and like after he says something really fucked up and you see her face, and then they just cut to the to the whole the death march.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw that. I think I saw that a couple times ago.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I like things like that are like fucking great. But yeah, but so going back, so because my wife was under the weather, I had to make my own birthday dinner, right? Which was I made a fettuccine alfredo with
Ooh.
with grilled chicken, but I also mixed the grilled chicken with Italian sausage because I'm that much of a fucking fatty.
Ooh. Fuck
So
yeah.
yeah, so what I did was after I
It's
grilled
not,
the chicken,
I wouldn't really call that a fatty. I would call that more an enjoyer of the foods.
yeah, but the whole thing is this: when it comes to that, it's either usually when it comes to like with a with like with the fettuccine with the Alfredo sauce or whatever, you
Yeah.
either want to do one or the other, not both. But like I said, as a big dude, I did that. So what I did was I grilled the chicken. I baked it with like by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did the sausage in another pan by itself. Then I cut up the sausage. I I put the chicken in a pan with mushrooms.
Okay.
I coat it with the Alfredo sauce a little bit, and then
Uh-huh.
and then because like I said, going back to the whole fatty thing, whatever. Instead of putting mozzarella cheese, I put pepper jack.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
yeah,
that's a really good one. I like that.
then after that, after I put the chicken and then the little bit of Alfredo sauce with the mushrooms, and I put the pepper jack. Then I put the sausage on top, and then I put more of the Alfredo sauce. And it was funny. The Alfredo sauce that I did was that I used because I guess I did because I didn't want to spend too much time in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I did buy the store bought stuff.
Okay. Well, store-bought stuff isn't bad. Alex, are you there? Alex, you're breaking up, dude. Oh no, he's frozen. He's frozen in time. Alex. Yeah, he's frozen. No. Hey, what's up, everybody? So it's just me here right now. I guess he'll join me again in a little bit. Um yeah, as for I guess for oh, here we go. He's back.
Yeah, for
Hey,
whatever
buddy.
reason. Yeah, there was a hiccup for a second or whatever the hell. Like there was like no connection for a second. So yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so I bought the store bought stuff. So I bought the Alfredo sauce with spinach in it because I love spinach. So yeah. So I topped after I put the sausage or whatever. I topped it off with that. I
Uh-huh.
put some Italian seasoning on top and a little bit of Parmesan cheese because fatty, right? And I put that to bake. I also I made a garlic bread too, and since I finished all the pepper jack, I used the Monterey Jack for that one. The only thing that kind of sucked was that when it came to the garlic bread, I left it in for like maybe 5 minutes too long, so I burnt the bottom. But it came out so crispy and good, so you just had to take off a little bit of the bottom. But everything was so well. My mom was kind of like my mom doesn't like Italian food like that because my mom's very like old school Puerto Rican.
Mhm.
So she went and partake in like the stuff, but she did try the garlic bread and she got upset because it was like, oh, you burned it. I was like, yeah, I know.
Like no,
But
it's just crispy, that's all.
yeah, no, but
Yeah.
it was like I said, it came out really good. It's just my mom, like as someone who's been cooking for like longer than I've ever lived,
Of course.
right?
Of course. She's like, what the
She's
fuck
going,
is your problem?
yeah, like she is going to be like the biggest judge and something like that, and I don't mind
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And then with for the pasta, I used spinach because it's healthier.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
so like I said, everything, like I try to like do as best as possible. Like I got the regular stuff, but it's just like as a diabetic, I gotta kind of watch myself. So
Yeah,
yeah,
of course. You can't go too crazy with the sweets and all the extra
yeah,
carbs and all the shit. I feel you.
yeah. So and then after I finished that and everything was set, right? I had my dinner, and then my wife was setting up a Zoom thing so the family can get together. So we call be together, and they can sing me happy birthday, and that was
Aw.
nice. That was a nice idea of her. So it was, like I said, it was different, but it it turned out better than I expected, right?
Nice.
And it was very like touching that a lot of people reached out to me, and
Yeah.
like of course the forced spacey space, well, it's his birthday, say something, and
Right, exactly. You
and what I
force
love-
somebody to say something that they don't
yeah.
want to.
So the spacey space one of the birthday, right? They were asking me if I want to do like some kind of thing, like for do I want to like for charity thing? I was like, no. And I was like, listen, right? I just think that this is like, oh, they want to use you, so you'd be like, oh, I want to do something good for my birthday. No, it's all right. I'm not gonna like. I don't want to. I don't want to be that person.
And I feel you. I feel
Yeah.
you.
But what I thought was like I said, so what I thought was nice was that, and since I couldn't get the cake that I normally wanted to get,
Uh-huh.
I bought an Oreo ice cream cake.
Dude, I told you should have bought like a cookie puss, dude.
Dude, fucking, it's Oreo. That's my like. As a fat man, that is my favorite cookie. And something I don't even know if you know this. You know, Oreos are vegan,
Yes, I do know that, but I don't
which is the
know
weirdest thing. I'm just like, how can something so good be so pretentious?
why could it be such a cunt? It's so tasty.
Yeah.
But then again, taste. Then again,
Yeah,
tasty.
yeah, depending on the con, it can be tasty too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
look at that,
yeah, yeah,
everybody.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But yeah, so oh man, so yeah, I what I really enjoyed with that was just like, we got to sing happy birthday. I got to blow out the candles, and it was just nice that everyone except for one person was there, and it was just nice, like.
That's good, man. That's
But
good.
and then we did make a promise that when things get better, that we're gonna try to meet up and just truly celebrate together as a family.
Sweet, yeah, that's fun, dude. That's all you can do is just hope for the best for the next year. Because
Yeah.
every year is a little bit different. You just gotta make sure that things get better.
What I thought was nice was that the next day that part of the gift that my mom got for me came through, so it was just like nice. So like the day after, so like the day after, my mom got me a couple of WWE shirts or whatever. So
Nice, nice.
yeah, because I
Yeah,
already like it's not,
because she knows you're the exact wrestler that you'd enjoy.
no, I had to
I know,
pick out.
I know, I know.
So two of the three shirts that I got came through. One is on back order because it's so popular. So the one that's on back order is the Fiend,
Okay, you get the Fiend. Which other ones did you get?
and I got one of them that I got was the KO Mania shirt. The one for this year.
Okay,
So because I'm a big fan of Kevin Owens, and then the other one was because they're my favorite tag team right now when it comes to women's tag team. I got a Kabuki Warrior shirt.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, what I love is like almost all my favorite female wrestlers at this point are majority Japanese. So
Well, because they are like really entertaining. They're really fucking good. They know what they're doing. So like
oh,
everything
dude,
that
they're
they've
like,
done.
the thing that I feel kind of bad for is that if you watch as much wrestling as I do, you know that a lot of like Japanese women wrestlers, when they come to America, they hold back a lot because
Oh yeah, because
they understand it because
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna
it's the
say
no,
it.
I'm saying it's the American style that it is more entertainment versus like when
Right.
you go to
Yeah.
Japan for which is that's how come they call it like Japanese strong style that
You said it very very politically because I was gonna
yeah.
say like a lot of these American women wrestlers are
SAWFT soft.
yeah, basically. Yeah, yeah.
What do we got here? Cut the haters.
Tara is laughing in the comments over here.
Okay.
So we have people in the rooms. Yeah. So if you're in the rooms and you're watching, just I guess say what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like it's a lot of the wrestling that I've been watching. Of course, it's not fucking the WWE shit, but it's still fun. It's still fun shit. So
What the fuck is Kumite?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still
It'd be
trying to
kind of
figure it out myself.
it'd be kind of funny, like please give an explanation. I would love to know.
Yeah, yeah. A little explanation would be great. But yeah. As we continue, um, yeah. So what else have you been watching and stuff?
Um, because I have more time now to watch certain things. I did.
Oh, okay, okay. It's actually the Kumite.
Oh, Kuma. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Steve, you're gonna come out of nowhere and get these hands.
Yeah.
We could go old school, fucking Bloodsport or whatever. Like I get blinded somehow. Like ah,
Yeah, exactly,
ah.
exactly, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get do it like in the meme or whatever. When you realize you touch your face with your hand.
Yeah, 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 exactly.
So
That's
yeah, so
always good.
yeah, so I started watching Fairy Tale.
Nice. How
Yeah,
how do you like it so far?
dude, that fucking anime is hilarious. And then for video game purposes or whatever, of course, it's still Pokemon Sword. But I bought. It's not a new game, but it's new for the Switch, or
Okay.
it came out recently. But I just bought it the other day because just for personal reasons. I bought the Ghostbusters one. You know that game that came out
Oh yeah,
for
yeah. They had it officially only for like the PlayStation for a little while, and like the Xbox for a little while after that, and then yeah.
yeah. So they it came out for the Switch, and oh, dude, I forgot how much fun that game is. So yeah, and growing up in the '80s or whatever, one of my favorite things was Ghostbusters, which I can
Oh
see
yeah.
right now.
I think I think I think that's everybody in the '80s that was into the Ghostbusters.
New York.
Yeah, that too.
I still remember the days when I passed by like around Midtown Manhattan. Where the fuck is all the damage from Stay Puffed?
Right, exactly.
Where that library goes for the public library.
Pretty much.
But yeah, so
Where's Vigo? Where's Vigo?
Yeah, where's the Statue of Liberty that they made fucking walk because of the song Higher, Higher?
Yep, exactly.
Where's Rick Moranis as Louis Tully? That he thought that he actually did something, and at the end, I'm a Ghostbuster.
Where the fuck is the Ecto-1?
Word. That
Word,
one,
exactly.
that one right there, whatever. It's like, yeah, Steve, where the fuck is the Ecto-1? Well, apparently, in the new trailer, whatever, somewhere in the Midwest South, whatever the fuck is that?
Exactly. Yeah, it's out
So
of the desert somewhere.
Egon just ran away with it. He's like, "This is mine now. Fuck this shit." And then he passed.
Yeah.
Oh. And it was funny because he was my favorite Ghostbuster. So yeah.
He was.
So you know what? You know what I thought was nice for the remake of the game.
What?
In the beginning when they showed like the beginning credits of the game, because they have that, they do have In Memory of Harold Ramis. I was like, oh, dude.
Yeah. Sad.
Like I'm holding his sister and I'm just like.
Yeah. Very sad.
Yeah, but then as I'm playing or whatever, like, I'm about to go. And then I was like, no, I can't. I just say no, like, I can't wish it was real, because then like we talked about this in another episode. If we ever had like a rat ghost, it's like, nope, fuck this shit, nope.
Yeah, nope.
You're gonna have a big fucking water bug ghost or whatever, and just like ooh, I don't know.
That sounds like New York though.
Yeah. So you're just like, I don't know if I want to bust that.
Yeah, no, you don't want to bust that one. No.
Yeah, that one out of nowhere. He's just like, ah! You just start like no.
Yeah. Just as long as you don't cross too many streams at that point. Yeah.
Oh, dude! In the game, if that happens to you, you kind of get blown back too if you cross the stream. So when I was just like, yo, like this game, they like graphic wise or whatever, it's not the best, but it's pretty good.
Yeah,
for a game,
it's also not up to like completely par with like all the systems and everything from then until now. So yeah.
Yeah, because remember that one came out for the 3 originally.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
But like I said, the game is still fucking fun as hell, dude. Like
because they got to make the best out of it anyway, regardless of how they do it and shit.
Exactly. So yeah, and then with that, like it's been that, and then I was trying to see like maybe of buying new music, because so even though I never got my stimulus check or whatever, I got one of my tax returns, so I was just like, so yes, but I'm being very responsible with it, which is I'm still paying bills, but I didn't pay everything, because
you just pay chunks. Just pay chunks.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, but that's what I'm doing. But because of everything going on, I was just like, let me hold on to some money just in case.
Of course.
And then when I get the stimulus check, then I can pay off more that I want to of what I owe already. So I was like, yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, and besides, like maybe I should be somewhat frivolous so I can make Franny happy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being a little frivolous. You can't spend shit. Like, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Because it is technically like it's money that you've already earned. It's already stuff that you've paid pretty much like put into. So the fact that you're just getting it now, it's like, yeah, I can save it, or I can just fucking spend the fuck out of it. Because why the fuck not? There's nobody gonna tell me no.
So yeah, so that's what I've been up to, dude. What have you been up to?
I've been watching a lot of shit, dude. A lot of fucking shit. Like a lot of shit. I'm sorry. I said it like 18 times.
No, like shit. Like what?
Like, okay. So the first thing that I watched a bunch of actually that I really fucking enjoyed was that I'm actually still watching because I'm only like 3 or 4. Well, actually, no, I'm like 5 episodes in, and I'm 5 episodes into the to the Money Heist on Netflix.
Is that the
That
one
is,
that's like originally a Spanish show?
yes, it is originally a Spanish show, which is actually
Yeah, because
really
my, my
fucking
my
good.
brother my brother's watching that a while back, and from what he was telling me, it's really good.
Yeah, it's really fucking good. And the fact that like, okay, one, it is a Spanish show. That's one thing that I wasn't privy. Well, I knew that they did shit out there, but I didn't know that it was gonna be as quality as it is because it is a really good fucking story.
Because I was gonna say joking around, like you're thinking, like usually when it comes to like Spanish shows or whatever, you hit
It's
towards
like a
more of the
novela type shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing, the Spanish soap operas, the
yeah.
novela, like the over the top stuff. But you forget that sometimes they do have some good serious shit.
Oh yeah, they do. But this show is actually really fucking good. Like if you want to compare, you can kind of compare it to like an Ocean's 11 type thing, but it's like Ocean's 11 plus like some other shit because it's not just a regular heist and shit. It's like these dudes have like a really intricate plan on how to get this money out of out of this bank, and it is fucking insane. And I'm only like 6 episodes in, and every single episode is something totally different. Like there's always some other shit that's going on, and you're just like, holy shit, like what's gonna happen next? And every single episode, I'm just like, oh my god, 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 I want to see what the fuck is gonna happen now.
Yeah, because like I said, when my brother, my one of my brothers, he would come over every Friday to make sure my mom is all right.
Yeah.
So when he sleeps overnight here, what he'll do is he'll hang out with my mom, and then when mom goes to bed, he'll just binge on Netflix for a bit and just
Yeah.
enjoy his evening. So he would watch random shows. Um, he was the one that was telling me like about Ozark, which I still have to watch eventually. But
The first
you know,
2 seasons are amazing, dude.
yeah. So
Haven't
no,
seen
but
the third one yet.
no, so yeah, so he was the one that was watching that. So I would sit here and there, and it seemed intriguing. It's just, the whole thing is this, like, when you don't pay full attention to it, you're just kind of like, well, I don't want to start watching it like midway now. Like, I would want to give it the respect from the beginning to,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, and the thing about this show, like, of course, I didn't know this show was on for a while, but it's been on for fucking 4 seasons. So there's 4 seasons of this fucking show that I got to catch up on. And I'm like, God damn it!
I mean, I'm not trying to be bad or negative or whatever. There is a lot more time out there.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
there
I don't know why, but
is.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But
It's not like there's a pandemic or anything.
right, yeah. But there is also other things that I've been watching. So another thing I watch on Pluto TV, for those that don't know, is like it's like a free streaming TV. So like for those that don't have like any type of regular channels and shit, you get tons of just like live TV over the internet. As most of the time it's stuff that's like older. So like they'll have a bunch of like the nerdish shows from back in the day, or like different things that you usually wind up seeing on YouTube, but you get it on like the actual show and shit like that, like an actual like show form, and it's really
Okay.
cool. But one of the things that I really enjoyed is that they have all of the classic Doctor Who shit on there.
Yeah, because if I'm
And
correct, Netflix only has a certain amount, right?
Netflix doesn't have any of it.
Didn't they have it in the past?
No, no.
I thought they had it in the past. It was that or Hulu, one of those two.
Hulu, I think Hulu had it for a little while, but Amazon has it for a little bit, but you have to actually like pay for the episodes if you want to watch them first, and then you'll wind up getting like another some shit or whatever for it. But it doesn't come out on Prime and shit like that. It's something that you actually have to pay for. But it has the classic Doctor Who episodes, which is fucking great. You can watch all the old school shit from the first Doctor until probably like the eighth, I believe. I've
Okay.
pretty the last few ones that I've watched has been like the second, the fourth that I watched today, and I'm just like, holy shit, there's so much fucking Doctor Who on there. Like, and it plays like
And,
24 hours a day.
and now my question is this though: it's just like, and they gave you that more of an appreciation for that show that you loved for a long time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like I love the fuck out of that show, but the fact that it actually only not only, but it gives us all these old episodes, but a lot of them are like boring as fuck because of course they didn't have as much like interaction and shit like they do now. So watching these
Well,
back
remember,
then,
and just saying, no, remember stuff back then or whatever. It was a little bit different. Like it was. Now you can do a little bit more when it comes to like graphically
right?
and
Yeah,
things
you
like
do a
that.
lot
And
more, a
even with
lot
that,
more.
like there's better choreography versus back then, where like let's
Oh
say
yeah,
like you're gonna have a
absolutely.
fight scene where the punch could be like two,
Yeah,
3 inches thing, and they still sell like like
mhm.
it'll be like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's so real.
It's like watching shitty wrestling.
They
Yeah.
remind me of that what was it, the Miller commercial, whatever, with the wrestlers where they totally miss each other, and then at
Oh
the end
yeah.
when they went to open it, like the bottle's like here, like maybe like
Uh-huh.
3 inches, and it's still open, and then when they gave like the high five, they didn't even touch.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
But yeah,
Yeah, so I'm watching that, and then what else did I watch? I watched another movie, which is actually a really fun movie. It's a movie that actually we spoke about on the show before, and that was Fantasy Island.
you know
The
what's funny? I want that's one I want to watch. Damn, I'm trying to think. What movie did I watch recently? Oh, because of my since it was my birthday, I decided to watch the '89 Batman.
Okay,
You know,
sweet, fuck yeah,
yeah, dude. No matter how many times I watch it, it's like watching it for the first time because that's how much I love this movie. Now,
oh yeah, it's fucking great.
compared to like newer ones or whatever, and like younger people can be like, this isn't that good. It's like you don't get it. Like
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me, this is what made me a Batman fan. This to me, in my opinion, like I said, my opinion,
yeah.
one of the greatest or the greatest comic book movies of all time. And like I said, my opinion. Now
That's
people
that's
would
not a
come
wrong
like,
opinion though. That's not a
yeah, I
wrong
understand. No,
opinion.
yeah, so and people would just be like, oh, um, what about like Avengers and things like that? It's like, yeah, like I did
Yeah, but
like
that's not
that.
Batman.
Yeah, like it's the whole thing of like hey, right. The thing what I love about '89 Batman is if you really watch it and you really kind of get into it, it plays out like a live action comic book,
Yeah, yeah, it does. It
right?
really
Like
does.
and I still say, and I don't care if I get shit for it. Nicholson to me was a way better Joker than Ledger. Ledger wasn't bad, but Nicholson will always be my Joker.
That's
Second
fair.
place, Mark Hamill.
Yeah, and I agree with both of those comments. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see right now, like boo you.
But I like I'm not gonna lie, like I do still enjoy Ledger's version of the Joker too. He's
Oh
really
no, dude,
good as
dude, dude.
well.
That was
He's
that
up
like,
there.
dude, the fucking the Dark Knight is a great fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
My gripe with it though is, and we talked about this in the past, that you're taking a comic book property and trying to make it
Too
real.
realistic. Too
Yeah,
realistic. Yeah.
like and it doesn't play out like a comic book movie. It plays out like a
No.
cop noir movie. And like I'm not saying it's bad. I just to me it takes away from the whole like it's supposed to be a comic book movie. That's how come
Supposedly.
like with the whole thing of like I never like Winter Soldier because it plays out like a spy thriller and I hate spy thrillers.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm not saying
I
it's a
get
bad movie. I just don't like it.
Yeah, you're not saying it's a bad movie, it's just horrible. I got you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the only Batman movie I really can't stand is fucking the
Batman and
Dark
Robin.
Knight Rises.
Oh yeah, fuck that
Even though
movie too.
we got funny ass Tom Hardy Bane.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
there are some good things about it, but there are some like really shitty, a lot more shitty things about it than there are good.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Oh, so and then when it comes to movies, like since we're going back and since you mentioned movies, I earlier during the week I watched the original Trolls because it was a recommendation from a friend,
Nice.
and I watched it. I watched it twice. I watched it by myself one day, and then I watched it with my wife.
My wife.
Hey, well, we will, right?
Uh-huh.
And then
Uh-huh.
then it was funny because then we watched the new one, right? After we watched Batman, the Trolls World Tour,
Nice.
and I mean, the first one it was like more meaningful, and it had like a little bit more feels in the first one than the second one, but the
Uh-huh.
second one or whatever had like one of those like good like moral kind of things, like, you know, no matter what you listen to, right? You know, music's music, and I was just like, that is a good lesson.
It is a
Thank
good
you,
lesson.
trolls. Thank you for teaching, you know, like for putting this out there. But I still say I would have liked the idea, like, you know, fucking Queen Barb to fucking, you know, taking all the strings, and, you know, we will all be one nation. Rock.
That would have been dope. That would have been awesome. I
Yeah,
still haven't. I haven't seen that one yet, but
it's like I said, it's not bad. Like, you know,
it's
and
it's
it,
on my list. It's on my list.
yeah, so like I liked it a lot more than I really thought I was gonna like it. Because I was like, fucking trolls, and my friend, and actually it was my one of my oldest friends, my friend Ricky, you know, DJ Menu,
Yeah,
right?
I
That
remember.
he was the one, you know, he was the one that recommended the first Trolls, and after I watched it, I was like,
Nice.
I see why you really like it. Like,
You're like, I get it now.
yeah, like, you know,
Yeah,
like I was giving it a lot of shit, like, you know, fucking trolls,
yeah.
right? And then after I
Trolls are
watched it, like,
stupid. They're not even
I said
real.
no. Then after watching, I was like, whatever, fucking trolls.
Yeah, no, I got you. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It does look entertaining as fuck. Like I kind of that's why I kind of want to watch the second one because it
And I
does
think I
look.
just added to it because Ozzy, since Ozzy was in it, like, you know, like, okay.
Oh, I
I
did
mean,
not know that. That's awesome.
yeah, he you know, he plays the Queen Barb's, you know, the rock troll, the
Right.
father.
Nice.
And then of course when he says, you know, the classic line, rock and roll, it's like fucking Ozzy.
That's awesome. Now I really have to watch it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I will be watching that and procuring that very soon.
Well,
So yeah.
since we're on the subject of music or whatever, isn't there something you wanted to bring up?
Well, I still have a bunch of others that I watched.
Oh, okay. Look at that. I'm getting excited. Like, you know, like, oh my
I know,
god.
I know, I know, I know. Another thing that I watched, of course, is something that we actually spoke on the show about for a while. That we were just like, yeah, this is kind of stupid for one episode, and actually, it's actually very fucking entertaining. Is Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge.
Wait, is it a movie or is it a
It's a
series?
movie. It's a movie.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. Because I was thinking about what is it? I think I was backtracking to that web series. That's why.
Oh yeah. No, it's nothing like the web series. But in this one, it's literally like the origins of the whole fucking Mortal Kombat or whatever. So it takes everything back to the first one, the first video game.
Yeah.
And everybody's being recruited by Raiden and shit like that. And it's fucking good. And not only just it's good, it's gory as fuck for animated like Warner Brothers movie.
You know what's weird is I think people are taken back because the art style looks a little off. Like it looks kind of like bad anime.
A little bit, but you gotta think about it like think about it as if you're watching like a regular DC animated.
Well,
Don't think of
I
it
was
as
gonna
an
say joking
anime.
around. Well, Injustice.
Right, but then that also had the backing of like a fucking like a big thing. It was like yes, it was fucking Warner Brothers anyway, but
No, but it's also NetherRealm Studios, which is the people Mortal Kombat.
right, that's what I mean, like a big studio and shit. But this one, I don't think they were going with the whole NetherRealm studio. They were just trying to do just its own thing. It is actually like what's good about it and what's cool about it is actually that like a lot of the moves, what they do with the new they incorporate like the fatalities and shit, the way like they bust people's faces in and shit like that, or they're like ripping through people's fucking like chest and shit like that. They show all of that shit, and it's bloody as fuck.
Oh, so they do the homages to the different games.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
All right.
It's really fucking cool. Like I really enjoyed it. It was really fucking fun. Like I was very surprised, and I was like, "Oh, I would definitely be recommending this shit." Like, yeah, from what we saw, previously, it did look shitty as fuck, and I was like,
No, but like I said, the animation style like threw you off. So, like, you
"Yeah,
know.
yeah, it really did. It really did. It really threw me off completely because I was not expecting it to be that insane. I just saw it there. I was like, I'll give it a shot." And yeah,
No, but even Franny said, and I love it. Like, you know, you're just you give a lot of stuff a chance. You're very open minded when it comes to a lot of things.
I
Like, you're
am.
just like,
I am.
yeah, I'll try it once. And the only one is like this. Like, there's just two things I won't try:
Yeah,
anal on myself and penis.
yeah, basically.
Dear InnerCityGeeks, that was very inappropriate, and I did not like that.
Yeah, guess what? Fuck it.
Hey,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, whatever. this is adult content or whatever, and we do jest, it's all in fun, man.
Yeah, exactly. We are adults here, and yeah, no
Oh,
kids
we try,
allowed.
oh, we try to play one as best as we can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We play one on TV. How about that? Yeah.
Just not in tonight's role.
Yeah. Not today. Not today. Another thing that I covered, like I said, I watched a bunch of shit. Another thing that I watched that I actually enjoyed, that I've actually watched it like within yesterday and today, was something that I saw that came out on 420, and that was the Midnight Gospel, which is it has the same animation as Adventure Time.
Okay.
But it is from comedian Duncan Trussell, and he's one of those comedians that's he's very he's a good comedian, but he also at the same time he's also huge into like psychedelics.
Okay.
So if you're gonna watch a show, make sure you're on some type of something, because it is trippy as fuck, but it is really fucking good.
It kind of reminds me of like you got to watch Super Jail a little fucked up too, so you
Right?
can enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Pickles.
Yeah, if I have never watched Mr. Pickles because I just didn't give a fuck about it, but yes, it is. It does have very
the show in general. Mr. Pickles is like so stupid, but it's like it's a good stupid.
Yeah, it actually has like the same type of feel as Super Jail. So if you're a fan of Super Jail, you will enjoy this. Of course, there are some things throughout the show that is like it's very trippy, and it also makes you think about a lot of shit.
Oh, since you mentioned Adult Swim right now, there was another old show that I forgot how fucked up and funny it was. Do you remember that old show on Adult Swim called Minority?
Oh fuck yeah, I remember that shit.
So yeah, so it was brought up at work a while back with like my friend was just like, I remember this cartoon on Adult Swim with like racist superheroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, like I was just like racist superheroes, right? And it was just like. And that they fought against the against the tyranny of like white hatred and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I ain't really thought about it. And before I Google search, I was like, are you talking about Minority Team? He's like, yeah, like
yeah, no, I remember that show. I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember it.
yeah. So we were just like watching random clips like a few weeks back about that too. So it's just like.
Nice.
Yay! Like especially now, whatever. Like you really can't get away with a lot of that stuff. A lot of stuff, like
you absolutely
look at the horrible letters or whatever. That is so offensive. I was like, that was kind of the idea.
Yeah, it has to be. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah. So yeah. The Midnight Gospel is actually really entertaining.
And what platform is that on?
That's on the Netflix.
Oh, okay, so
yeah. So check that shit out. It's actually really good. It's really fun. It's really entertaining. But like I said, make sure that you're like on some shit, because if you're not, like, a lot of people are gonna be like, yo, this shit is kind of weird, because it is kind of weird.
Have you seen the trailer for what is it? Justin Roiland's new show that's gonna be on Hulu?
Yes, Solar Universe or some shit like that. Or
yeah. So
Solar. Something.
Yeah, like about the aliens that go to
Uh-huh.
they go to Earth, and just their interpretation on stuff is fucking hilarious. And I was just like, I can see this working. I think Hulu did something right, and like they got one half of the people that did fucking Rick and Morty, and it's just Justin Roiland, whatever. It's just like if you really really fucked up on a lot of stuff, like in a good way though, like his humor.
Solar opposites. That's
yeah.
Yes.
So
it
yeah,
looks fucking good. It looks fucking good, actually.
Yeah.
Like after watching that trailer, I was like, "Ooh, I gotta see this shit," because it looks fucking entertaining shit. Like, of course, like I like entertaining shit, so why the fuck not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One more thing that I watched, because of course, like I said, I watched a bunch of shit. Was this movie that is actually kind of interesting. I saw it on Amazon Prime, and it's called The Bone Snatcher, and it's very, very similar. It's of course it came out in 2003, but it's like a creature feature. That's on Amazon Prime, and I enjoyed it because it's very similar to to Tremors. If you like Tremors, you'll enjoy the fuck out of this movie. I enjoyed it.
I'm just nodding because it's just like, all right, like like good old like like weird horror movies like that are always like a plus.
Yeah, because it's because I found it on a list from Screen Rant or whatever, and it was one of their I guess their top 10 underrated creature features. So I was like, okay, I'll check it out. And I watched it and I was like, yeah, this is very underrated because it's like I said, it's very similar to Tremors, but the thing is that the monster that's in this is kind of like if you kind of look at it, it's kind of made out of ash, so you can't really kill it with like guns or flames and shit like that. So you wind up killing it with water. It's kind of weird, or like with gas or something. It's just very fucking weird the way they did it, but it was super fucking entertaining.
The way that I would see it is like you got to freeze it with nitroglycerin, like
Like the Terminator, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, it was actually really fucking cool. I enjoyed it. So I was like, oh, okay, I fucks with it. So I'm gonna keep looking into that list from Screen Rant or whatever, and I'm gonna see what else is up there that's actually pretty interesting. Because of course, got plenty of times to do shit. And I guess now that you kind of segued into it earlier.
Okay, hold on. Now I'll just rewind it for a second. So speaking of music,
yeah. Speaking of musics, this week, actually today, as we record this today, we got an album from one of my favorite bands, Trivium. They released their latest album, which is I believe their ninth album, and it's called What Dead Men Say. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. It's What Dead Men Say. What Dead Men Say. It's a great fucking album. It's one of those albums that I've been like really waiting to fucking listen to because they've put out a bunch of different singles for it already. We actually played a couple of their singles on the show the last few weeks. I'm gonna say like about 3-4 episodes ago. We played the self-titled track or whatever and Catastrophist. They were both great fucking songs. And then they released another song last week. And then they released the whole album this week. And I must say that it is fucking amazing. Like from top to bottom. Like there's nothing wrong with this fucking album. It's one of those albums that like I can literally sit from beginning to end and say like, yo, this shit is fucking great. There's tons of riffs, like great fucking riffs, awesome bass lines. The drumming is fucking impeccable. And Matt Heafy's fucking vocals are fucking great, like always. So, yes, I'm a bit of a fanboy. Like, I'm wearing a Trivium shirt right now. And,
I was joking around. Are you really?
I really, yeah. See.
Yeah, I'm just wearing a Goku Saitama shirt,
Nice. Same person.
The hell it is. These are like the two strongest anime characters ever.
I know.
I can see there'll be people get into debates or whatever, but these are also, let me rephrase it. These are two of my favorite strongest characters.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this album is so fucking good. Like I've enjoyed all of their albums. There's only been like one little hiccup throughout their entire thing, and it's not really much of a hiccup, I think, because it happens with a lot of bands. But the fact that like they've pretty much improved their sound or changed their sound since the very beginning that I started listening to them back in like 2003 when I saw them like with Slipknot back at MSG.
Oh, dude, I remember that show. That was an awesome show too.
Yeah. So
we had the skybox seats where we felt so fucking bougie.
Yeah, exactly. We were like,
and we had free beer.
Yes, we did.
We got fucked up.
Yeah, we did. We got so fucked up. It was so fun.
Yeah, free beer, and then we were thinking like, do you want to get food? No, you gotta pay for that. Fuck that. Alcohol by itself, it is.
Yeah, I'll just keep drinking. Fuck it.
Yeah, because that's for free.
Yeah, exactly. And if it's for free, it's for me.
Copyright InnerCityGeeks 2020.
Basically, we gotta get shirts. We gotta get shirts. If it's
If it's
free,
free,
it's
it's
free.
for me.
Yeah.
Inner City Geeks.
Yeah, basically.
How much is that
Um,
shirt? $25.
pretty much. But yeah, this album is actually really fucking good. Like there's a few standout tracks. Like of course the singles that they actually put out is actually really good singles. They're not just like fluffer singles that you would expect to hear. Like just like yeah, you get to hear it on the well, I don't know if you hear it on the radio, but
I was
here on
gonna
this
say
show.
not here in New York, because like you don't really have many rock stations here in New York.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's like two rock stations out here in Florida, so like you can kind of hear it out here, but the fact that it has like crazy blast beats, it's like yeah, that's not gonna happen on the radio. But yeah, it's still really fucking good. It's really entertaining. Like you can actually listen to it on the radio because it does have clean vocals on it. It's not all the screaming that you would expect in a lot of the recent metal shit. So like it's good and it's great. Um, Matt Heafy does a great job with lyrics. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, he's one of those dudes that he just knows how to fucking work his way around the song. He's a bit of a veteran, I guess you could say, because he's been around
Well,
since.
I'm saying, dude, if if you're going for like their ninth studio album or whatever, you have to say that they've been around for quite a while, and if they're still around, then there has to be something.
Yeah, exactly, and the fact that like the majority of the band is actually still together. Like the main three dudes in the band are Matt Heafy, which is the singer and the guitarist, is also Corey, who's the other guitarist, and Paulo, which is the bassist or whatever. And they just two albums ago or like album and a half ago or whatever, they added Alex Bent to drums, and he's a fucking amazing drummer. Like he's been in fucking a bunch of different death metal bands, and yeah, it's fucking insane how good it is. Like just listening to it from front to back, it's just like nothing that I can say is like bad about the album. Like I fucking love that album, and like I listen to it all the time. I listen to it all fucking day to day. Like literally, I usually listen to wind up listening to podcasts and shit like that. But
Oh no, that's what I've been up to, like listening to podcasts too. So
so
I've
like
been
usually
I've been
usually like I'll listen to that shit, and I'll just be like, fuck it. Like I don't want to listen to podcasts right now because I have something that's really fucking entertaining. And yeah.
see, fucking Tara's the best.
Yeah, see, listening to that album, I was like, yes, I need this shit in my life. And yeah, I'm glad that it came out today, and I'm glad that everybody gets to hear this fucking album because it's really fucking good and it's very fucking entertaining. And like I always do, I like to bring some music to the show. And
Do you now?
look at that, and we're trying to try something different today. So I usually wind up doing just a little break or whatever, but we're gonna do something within the show. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this works out. So the song that I'm gonna be playing right now is actually one of my favorite songs. That's not a single, and that is "The Sickness Unto You." It kind of fits what's going on around now because it's talking about sickness and shit and all this shit. So like it's a fun song. It's really good. It starts off kind of slow and it gets real good, real heavy. So check it out, and we'll be right back. All right. And we are back.
Yeah, as
Hey,
you can,
everybody.
yeah, as you can tell, whatever, it was like kind of shaking a little too much, and everything got loose.
Dude, this is great. I love the way this is working right now.
Yeah,
It's like we're actually like in a real professional type show. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. So, uh it's time to get into some geek shit, right? Yay.
let's.
Yeah, so let's get into some geek shit. So this week, we got some interesting information. Of course, a bunch of shit that happens all the time. We get a bunch of random shit on the internet. And one thing that we got this week that was kind of cool because it's actually one show that I haven't watched in forever because it's not really anywhere other than like buying it on fucking like DVD or actually buying the actual shows on the streaming services. And the one thing that's coming out right now that's going to be out on May 15th is Avatar: The Last Airbender. The animation from Nickelodeon will be coming to Netflix on the 15th of May.
That is a very great series.
Yeah, it's a fucking fantastic series.
And honestly, the continuation story, The Legend of Korra, it wasn't bad. It's just Nickelodeon kind of like gave up on it near the end,
Oh
even
yeah,
though it was good. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was good too, but it was just, I guess they expected the same love that The Last Airbender got.
yeah. And
But
but they didn't see what they had in mind at the time. They were just like, yeah, let's just throw something out there and see if it catches on. And it did for a minute, but like it didn't blow up as much as you would have expected it to.
because the whole idea is, because remember that The Legend of Korra, whatever, that one is more on the lines of, because remember the new Avatar would have to be after the last Avatar passes,
Right,
and so a
exactly.
lot of people, the idea of Aang, passing is like, no.
Yeah, people don't expect it. They're just like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, the fact that like this is a little different, and it gives actually some it gives people a place to actually start from because of course not a lot of people have seen like The Last Airbender. Like, yes, it was popular, but the fact that it came out a while back, like, and they're just now introducing it to a whole, technically like a whole nother generation. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, because you tend to forget that it came out a while back, right? And there's so much stuff that has come and gone, and only those that like really watch it like would kind of like push it forward. Because I'll give you an example. It's Andrea,
Yes,
from
from Insert Geek here, originally from Insert Geek here, but I think
yeah.
they disbanded that. But she's doing some other shit now too. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
so if I remember correctly, she just recently got her nephew into it, and he loves it. And I was just like, that is awesome. Like, to introduce, like, to push something that good to like, to like a new audience is always a good thing. Like,
Yeah,
dude, like no matter how, like, even though it's been a while since it ended or whatever, too, that's kind of like with me, like always talking about how much I love Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But
right. Yeah.
that is really an acquired taste, though.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But if you really think about it too, like one thing that you enjoy also is like fucking a Cowboy Bebop. That's a bit of an acquired thing also for some people because some people don't really like it because it is kind of boring sometimes. And like
Far from it, dude. To me,
no,
that
like
like,
I like
dude, that
just
series to
like I
me,
enjoy
like,
it.
that
I
even
enjoy the
though
fuck
it's
out of it.
one season, it is like, in my opinion, like the perfect anime.
Yeah.
And,
If
even the fucking movie, Cowboy Bebop, the movie is a fucking great movie, dude.
Yeah, yeah, and if you were to compare it, it's kind of like watching fucking Firefly, and like you could compare Firefly and Cowboy Bebop at the same time. They're literally very similar premises. So like I enjoy both of them, but like I said, like some people find it boring. Like I get it. There are some like dull moments, but like there's still a lot of good shit throughout the entire thing as well.
I still say that, like, I love one of my favorite running gags in The Last Airbender was always the cabbage salesman that he
Oh
always
yeah,
kept, that like they kept fucking up his cabbage cart or whatever. My cabbages.
Yeah,
And throughout the like the 3 seasons, right? They always like somehow,
they always fuck him up somehow.
yes, and
Yeah.
fucking love it. Like it was like a running gag throughout that series.
Oh yeah.
And then the thing was this was just like, okay, so you have like the whole with like just the coming of age story of Aang,
Hmm.
and just
That's what I
how
love
he
about it. The
grew
fact
up,
that yeah.
within those 3 seasons.
That's exactly what I love about it. The fact that like they basically show him becoming who he is because you don't know who he is in the beginning. Like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, of course, you have like just the thought of like, oh yeah, this is what he could possibly be, but is he really that? And then you see him evolving, and you're like, holy shit, he really is that. He really does know how to bend all the shits. So yeah.
Yeah, but remember, it was the whole thing of with every avatar or whatever, it was just the one issue they always had is that they always had a difficulty with what they call their like the counter bending,
Mm-hmm.
because it was just like, if I remember correctly, I think the biggest issue that he had with that it took him a while was fire bending. I
Yep.
think it was.
Because that's technically the hardest one to bend or whatever.
Yeah,
But it's hard to control it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair, and I get it. Like, that's kind of why they made the firebenders so powerful is because like they were technically the hardest ones to actually control. That's why they were technically considered the bad guy for the most part.
Well, remember they're the ones that try to take over everything.
Yeah, because their shit is super powerful. Like, nobody can beat them. So they're just like, yeah, fuck it. Nobody can beat fire other than water or air, of course. But yeah, it. I like the way they did that, and I like the way they just put a lot of shit out in the anime as well. So like, I love it. And the fact that now we're gonna get now not just us, but like a younger generation is gonna actually be able to watch this on the Netflix. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be awesome.
I was just thinking about one of my favorite memes. That they it's someone in the shower, like when you're in the shower and you have like the water just hitting you and you just kind of
Uh-huh.
like that. So it's just like, water bending in real life, and you're just like so confident with it, like,
No, that's not how it works for real people. Yeah. Yeah, no, I got you. I know.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm excited for May 15th. I'm actually gonna put that shit on my fucking calendar. I'm start watching that shit again because I haven't seen that shit in forever.
Dude, just the development of like, the characters, like how well, one of my favorite like characters other than Aang, of course, was Sokka, and how he kind of like grew up too.
Uh-huh.
Right, and he was the comedy relief, the comic relief in the show.
Yeah.
But there were times where they got serious with him, and like he became an important character near the end too.
Yeah.
And I just loved how like they developed him, and then just like I said, like just the character development for every character, like how they really focus on it was
Yep.
great.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That's one thing that I did enjoy about it. The fact that they did build on every single character as much as they could, and not have just like a filler character just sitting there. Like, oh yeah, who the fuck is this dude? Why is he still there? Yeah, they actually made it interesting and gave it everything to everyone. So I liked it. I like the fact that they did that, and it's one of those few animes that I can say that like I enjoy sitting through completely. But there's some animes that are just like, okay, I get it, and I just stop watching it after a while.
No, but remember, this was an American cartoon, so it had the anime
Yeah,
style. But people,
right. Yeah,
people always compare it to anime because that was the influence of it.
yeah, exactly. That's really what it was. Yeah, and the next thing that we have.
Well, Alexis actually put it at a point about the, about fucking Uncle Iroh. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
And I honestly, what was it? The one episode when he's going through, I think was it Bang Sensei, and he's doing that tribute to his son that passed during the war.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one's a tearjerker, dude. Like that
Oh,
one's
yeah.
like, and then the song that he sings at the end, I was like, oh my god. And if I'm correct, the guy that played the voice passed away, so that was like in dedication to him. And I was just like,
Well, I did not know that.
yeah. So it was just like,
Just brings a tear to your eye.
yeah, it does. And like I said, this show does that. Like it get like it with the laughs and the feels and everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was just this show was well rounded. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
sure,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was a cartoon and it's like ha ha a lot, but like it mixed a little bit of everything. It was just right. Like that's how I could just say it was one of those just right shows.
It's one of those shows that it's perfect for pretty much every generation, whether it's younger or older, or even like you teenagers. Show that it fits and it makes sense to everybody because everybody finds a character that they can actually interact with, not necessarily interact with, like find things that are similar to them in them. If that makes any sense.
No,
Let
it does.
me. No, that
There's
doesn't
gotta
make
be
any sense.
just message you and be like, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. You're talking out of your ass, Steve. Yeah, I do that a lot.
You're talking out of your ass, and all I hear is.
Yeah. Just raspberries everywhere. Um, another shit that something that I actually saw that was kind of interesting is the fact that, of course, Warner Brothers have pushed back the Flash until June of 2022, and you would think about it like, okay, that's a long time from now. Of course, that's more than 2 years, but uh, if we go back and start thinking about like the Arrowverse, uh, by then that would mean that the Flash would be in its 8th season, and if things go the way that we're going, Arrow also ended on its 8th season. So could it possibly be that the Flash will be ending before the Flash movie comes out? I don't know. That's like the big uh thing because they kind of wanted to tie it in. From what I'm assuming is that they kind of want to tie in the TV show and the movie at the same time, kind of the way they did for Crisis, in which they did that. And I was like, okay, I kind of like that. But the fact that they're just like, yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna end one and then possibly have another one because the fact that the Flash movie has been in talks since like 2014 and they still have yet to do anything about it. It kind of sucks.
Well, you already know that, with the popularity of the show, and we discussed this before. To me, that was of all the CW shows, that was my favorite one.
Oh yeah, and it's still fucking great. And the thing about it too is that like every single fucking season, there's a moment where you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen because every single season we see Barry somehow losing his powers and not being able to get his powers back. And unfortunately, that's like the thing that happens throughout almost
It's
the
like
entire
they're like
fucking
their
show.
go-to for the show. Like when in doubt, take away his shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Like in this season now, like he kind of loses his speed force or whatever because they kill off the fucking speed force. Spoilers for people that don't fucking watch the show.
No,
But
which like someone like me who I usually catch up just so I can do like a binge watch on that now.
right, yeah. So like,
Why did you do this to me, Steven? Why?
I am sorry. I am sorry. I am kind of sorry.
Are you really? No,
No, not
really.
really. No. But yeah, they kill off the speed force or whatever. So being that they killed off the speed force, Barry technically has limited power at the moment. So the only thing that he can do is he can do certain things, but he can't go all out like he used to. So the only thing he has measuring him is basically like a watch. He has like a stopwatch or whatever that basically tells him how much of the speed force he has left in him at the moment. And that kind of sucks because, of course, he's trying to figure out all this other shit to do throughout fucking Central City or whatever. And the fact that like he could actually be dying as he's doing it. And it's just fucking weird. It's just fucking weird that they're doing this. And the fact that like now that we may not see the Flash movie come out anytime soon. Kind of sucks. Because I would kind of want to. I do want to see a fucking crossover with both, just like they had in fucking in Crisis, but a little bit more extensive because Grant Gustin is actually a really good actor, and the fact that he's basically portrayed Barry Allen in such a way that he did, I was like, yo, I fucking love it. And seeing him,
I'm just still waiting for them to improve that costume. Like, I mean, I get it for like for TV purposes or whatever, but
yeah.
I'm waiting to them to like kind of like amp it up a little bit, like kind of make it more like comic booky, please.
Well, you gotta think about it too. Like you gotta make it a little more aerodynamic. Of course, you don't have like it kind of is comic booky because
No, yeah. I mean, it. Of course, it plays off like a comic book. But what I'm saying is, like, they're trying to make it like if this was happening in real life, right? But
yeah,
in the good way, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get it. Like,
but for whatever reason or whatever, you don't get the cursing like how you would in some places.
yeah, no, you don't at all.
Oh man, dude, I would love to have like a series like The Flash or whatever, and then it's like, oh shit, it's a fucking Flash, run, and it's like. Yeah, because right now I'll be like, did you just say run against the Flash? Are you serious?
Yeah, no, that's not
What
gonna.
the hell's wrong with you?
You dumb fuck.
And at the they're in prison. And it's like, you see, the fucking Flash.
Yeah. I had no time. There was nothing to. You can't escape from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting. We gotta wait until fucking 2021, 2022 for fucking the Flash, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, but the other thing is, what's going on out there? Like, it's still unsure when things are gonna get back to whatever normal is going to be now after it.
Yeah, exactly. But one thing that is kind of normal, that's kind of great, that's coming out. Of course, we know that season 2 is already coming out in October of The Mandalorian. Oh yeah, I should have prefaced it a little bit just in saying that.
Yeah, like you were like, what show? What show?
Yeah. So The Mandalorian season 2 is coming out in October. But the one thing that they actually announced this week is actually that they are already working on the 3rd season of Mandalorian. And that's fucking interesting as fuck. Because of course the 2nd season hasn't come out yet. So we don't know what the fuck is happening. And the fact that they're already like, yo, let's go all in and just keep fucking pushing this shit out. Because it's a good fucking show.
But the fear that I have is that when it comes to something like that, and especially what's going on out there now, right? Is it going to be as good as it's been? Like, I mean, I don't watch it, but I'm just saying in general, like, do you think it's like kind of like, we got a hit, we'll be fine?
No, I don't think it's like that at all. I think it's the fact that they actually have like a good writing team on this, because the first season actually is really fucking entertaining, and the fact that like a lot of the shit ties into a lot of Star Wars lore itself.
Yeah,
it's fucking fantastic. So the fact that they're going to possibly bring in a whole bunch of other shit into this is really fucking cool, because they've done so much with the show itself. Like, you don't know where it's going. We kind of know where it's going because, of course, it already has like the basis to where it should fall. But
no, but to jump to from one season that's already pretty much done to the new season without even the previous season being on, that is a little bold. That like,
it is a little bold. It is a little bold, but it also shows that like we have confidence in the fact that this shit is actually really fucking good.
And even Franny said it best before, whatever. This is like the meat and potatoes of fucking Disney Plus anyway. So
yeah, it really is. It really is, because they're
paraphrasing. She didn't say it like that, but technically that's what she was just kind of saying. Like, if you really had, like, most people really have Disney Plus with fucking Mandalorian.
Honestly, like I don't think that was really a paraphrase. I think that was actually like a real thing. I think that's the way she said it.
No, but I'm saying, she didn't say it like, she didn't say the meat potatoes. I'm just saying it because I'm fucking fat, but whatever.
Yeah, we all love meat and potatoes. I know, it's so good. Even though I haven't really had potatoes in a while, but yeah.
Earlier today.
Yeah. Next thing, it's kind of cool, is that they kind of teased at Venom 2, which is kind of cool because, of course, I did enjoy the last Venom, and the fact that we got a little bit of something for this one, like a little bit of a teaser. I figured I could possibly show the teaser on here for a second. So I'm gonna show this.
Come on, we're joking around anytime now.
I know, right? I'm gonna show the teaser on here, so you guys
on the
can
live
see it.
feed. On the
Yeah,
podcast itself, you just have to guess, like, ew.
yeah, exactly. So here's the teaser. Yeah, so July 20 something, July 25th, right? That's what it said. Yeah, July 25th. Yeah, July 25th of 2021 is when we're going to be seeing uh Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. And that is super fucking exciting because, of course, for those that don't know, Carnage is Venom's spawn, I guess you could say.
No, but I'm saying that's in the comic, and this one, whatever, the way that it
Yes.
seemed like, in the movie, that it was, like all these different symbiotes had their own thing.
Right,
But
exactly.
apparently, this one merged with the, because the story of Carnage, that the character, the guy that the symbiote takes over is a serial killer, and he's just fucking nuts.
He's just ruthless. He's just a
Yeah.
ruthless motherfucker.
So with the combination of whatever, it's just you have someone that doesn't give a fuck with powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Carnage.
Like, yeah, we're just gonna fuck shit up everywhere. And
Yeah.
why the fuck not? And that makes so much sense because, of course, he is technically like the complete opposite of fucking Venom. Like right now, of course, Venom is technically a good guy. He's not a bad guy. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited to see this. And from what I'm hearing is that Woody Harrelson may be playing fucking Carnage.
Well, he had to, because at the end of the first movie,
Yeah.
they teased him that,
Yeah, but like, would they actually continue him as fuck Carnage from then until now? So we'll see.
Sony got the money. Sony could do it.
Yeah, true. They do.
I mean, they don't got that Disney, two bags full of money, but
They don't got that Scrooge McDuck money, but they got the money.
yeah, that you can swim in a fucking, in a vault full of money, and for whatever reason you have to think about it. How is this fucking possible?
Yeah.
How is
are
he
you
not just
swimming in
smoking at the
gold?
top, breaking bones like how Peter did in Family Guy?
Exactly. No, but I'm excited for it. I really want to see it. I want to see what's going to happen with this. So yeah, it's going to be cool. The next thing, I guess, the next and final thing, of course, is something that I found kind of cool is that HBO, of course, we know that HBO is coming out with their own streaming service, and their streaming service is going to be HBOMax, and we got a little bit of a trailer for the HBOMax and what's going to be coming for HBOMax, and there's a lot of shit that's going to be coming there. Of course, we all know that we're getting Friends and some other shit, but there's a lot of other shit that you don't think about seeing on Disney, on HBO
Wow,
Max, especially. I know I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
But
Disney Mo Plus, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But here we go. I will show you what we will have on there. So here we go. Here is the trailer for the HBO Max.
Oh, I get to watch it live with everybody.
Yeah.
There's a place where the Witch of the West meets the King in the North, where countless Oscars meet one Oscar, and a fresh prince meets a dark knight.
I'm Batman.
Or two.
I hardly think so.
Where massive monsters tower over buildings, and tiny little people are masters at building. Where some crazy rich Asians meet some crazy rich siblings.
Here's to us.
And a Barry meets a Carrie, meets a Harry. Yes, yes. Who met a Sally. It's where friends get together and laugh about life, while other friends have that one friend who keeps coming back to life. It's where all of HBO meets the greatest collection of movies, shows, and new Max originals for everyone in the family. HBO Max, where HBO meets so much more.
And that looks pretty fucking cool.
You know what really gets me? How, what is it? Hulu had the exclusive rights to South Park, and now it's gonna go to HBO.
Yep.
Wow.
That's very fucking interesting. It was very fucking interesting the fact that you were gonna see fucking Simpsons, the fucking South Park on there. That's something that we haven't seen outside of fucking Hulu.
Yeah, because remember they had the exclusive deal.
Yeah, yeah. The fact because they had it like every single week was on a whole new.
Yeah, and then what would happen is like it would stream, like it would play on Comedy Central, and then the next day on Hulu it would play the uncensored version.
Yeah, yeah. Which is what they would wind up doing at like 3:00 in the morning sometimes back then.
Yeah. So yeah, the it's funny because the one thing they showed that I saw the what is it the trailer for was the Not Too Late show with Elmo.
Yeah, that was really fucking cool. That was pretty cool. The fact that
that one was hilarious.
Yeah, they got that. They got fucking what is it? Fucking they even have, of course, it was said Friends. They got Sesame Street is going to be on there, which is something that we kind of knew was already going to be there.
Yeah, well, because remember, HBO bought the rights to Sesame Street.
Right, exactly. We have that. They're going to have a bunch of the CBS shows. Of course, they had fucking The Big Bang Theory on there, which I give a fuck less about.
Yeah, the same thing. I was gonna say the same thing like that in Friends. I don't give two shit.
I don't give a shit about Friends either because that's not a real New York show. But
yeah. It was funny because someone was telling me like, how can you hate Friends? I was like, well, how can you be in Manhattan with no Hispanics or blacks until like the last season?
Yeah, exactly. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, like there's a cool shit, and one of the standout things for me is that the fact that like the Doctor Who shit's gonna be on there, the new Doctor. You saw the latest Doctor on there, and I was like, yay! Finally, a place to actually watch a shit. Because of course, like even though there are ways to watching the new seasons of the Doctor, but now we'll get to see it on fucking HBOMax. So I'm kind of excited for that. Very fucking cool.
I was like, damn, do we have to shell out for another thing? It's like, no, Sticks of Fire.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm assuming if you already have an HBO subscription, it should. I know. I didn't say anything.
Technically, I did.
I know. But yeah, there's a bunch of shit on there. So like the fact that all this shit is popping, I was like, ooh, I likes it. I'm excited. I'm clapping. Yay. Yeah. So like I said, they should. Hopefully if you have an HBO subscription, like it should carry over unless they're like, yeah, fuck you just pay a little bit more and then you'll continue with your subscription or whatever. But we'll see. But yeah,
you could watch Game of Thrones before it got fucked up to the last season.
Dude, I honestly I still haven't seen the last season. Like I've seen all the other ones, but I haven't seen the last one. I'm like,
I think I mentioned it to you that because everyone kept mentioning it to my wife Jennifer about how good that show was, that I actually sat down with her a majority of the time to watch it from beginning to to the end.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch everything per se, but I watched a good amount of it, and I was just like, you know what? It's not bad, but the last season was just, it felt rushed.
Yeah. Well, because there were tons of people rushing it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, of course, like all the fanboys. So yeah.
I still say one of the most impactful things: Red Wedding.
Yeah, exactly. So Tara said she's on her way to work, and have a good night. So have a good night, Tara.
Thanks, it was fun having you. Yeah, thank you for indulging our bullshit.
Yeah. Thanks for indulging in our free shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because remember he said it. Free is for me.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, so I'm kind of excited to see where this is gonna go because, of course, HBO has a lot of money, of course. So the fact that they're putting out a bunch of cool shit, and the fact that like
Dude,
just
with
HBO itself.
Game of Thrones alone, they had so much. Like, what was it for the last season? Like, it was at one point where they were beating when it came to the ratings that they had so
Oh yeah,
many viewers watching that.
oh yeah, most definitely. So it's gonna be interesting to see how far this is gonna continue with the whole streaming wars, I guess you could say, because there's so much fucking streaming out there. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. When things get back to normal, whatever, it's just like, what happened to all this time that I had before? It was like, it went back to normal.
Basically, it went back to actually watching shit on the fucking TV that you actually want to watch.
Yeah.
But I guess that pretty much wraps it up for this week. Do you have anything else for this week?
Nah, we're good, dude.
Yeah, so I guess make sure you go to InnerCityGeeks.net where we have a whole bunch of shit sometimes. Of course, we have this show. We also have It's Poppin' with Franny the Film Snob. Yeah, I said it right this time. Yeah.
I was kind of anticipating, like, come on, fuck it up.
Bright to J Presents. He's been putting stuff on there. What?
Oh, congrats, Brian.
That's right.
We didn't mention it because, but I think now we can mention it. Brian is now officially a dad.
Yes, he is.
He had his twin girls. So,
yes, he had
Brian and Megan, congratulations.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yeah, he was writing to me while he was in the hospital, like nervous, excited, and everything. And of course, as a friend, I just kept making sure, like, dude, you got this, you'll be fine. Just just be there for Megan, be there for your little ones. And then when he shot me pictures, I was just like, oh, I got bitch. I got bitch.
That's the exact same thing I told him because like it's something that, of course, he hasn't really he hasn't delved into. Because of course,
dude, it's just he's a first time dad, so I get it.
And not only just the first time, he's first time, and it's now fucking twins. And that's the fucking that's some crazy fucking shit.
I feel like asking him, so which one's going to be the DeVito and which one's going to be the Schwarzenegger?
Right, exactly.
Let me play with your toys, daddy. Yes.
Yeah, so on 420, he had Charlotte Marie and Olivia Farley.
Yeah, and like I said, when he showed the pictures, it was just like all the emotions came in. I was just like, good for you, Brian. Yeah, and exactly. he jokes around, and sometimes he could be like a little mean sometimes, but all in all, Brian's actually a good dude. Brian's a good-hearted dude, and I didn't just saying Brian and Megan, they're gonna make wonderful parents, and they're gonna be fine.
Fuck yeah, they are. They're gonna be awesome because, of course, they're awesome people in general. So
exactly
having awesome people actually, raising what are soon to be awesome kids is fucking great. So I'm excited for them, of course.
Yeah, Brian, put your toys away just in case.
Yeah. Put them high up on high shelves. Yeah, get the shelvings like 5 feet high because it's gonna take them a while to get up there, if anything. But yeah. Bryce J Presents. Go check that out. Got a bunch of shit on there. Bunch of toys, of course.
Yeah.
We also on InnerCityGeeks.net we have Comics Goes About Manga Time, Anime World, a bunch of other shit.
Good games.
Yes,
First Watch.
Games, First Watch. Fucking Turntable. So much fucking shit. There's so much shit on there.
Yeah, we've been busy in the past, folks. So I'm just saying, if you ever want to just delve into randomness of just geeks loving random shit,
you'll have fun. Speaking of geeks loving random shit, we could check out the fucking ICGPW Slamcast where Alex, Brian, and Khalid used to actually talk about wrestlings.
Yeah.
So you can check that.
If you want to check out something current, when we talk about, Brian and I talk about wrestling or whatever, you can check out the bonus round that we did of WrestleMania just passed.
Yes.
Segway.
Yeah. And then, who knows? We may be coming back with the ICDPW Slamcast. I've said before, like I'm starting to enjoy the wrestlings a lot more, and I figured why not talk about it? Because apparently, like my feed knows that I'm starting to love fucking wrestling, and they're like, yeah, here's more shit that you can watch. And I'm like, no, don't give me. And I'm like, yes, give me more. Give me more.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, you made me think about the old fucking commercial. The whole thing. Give me more Cartoon Network.
Pretty much. Pretty fucking much. But yeah, it's fun. It's interesting. So I'm kind of excited uh to possibly have the ICGPW Slamcast come back. So we'll see. We will see. Uh yeah. The Inner City Geeks webcomic. We will also have on there. We will have more details as to
The contest that we wanted to bring out. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
We still haven't
ladies and-
finalized how to enter it, but
Like-
yeah,
it's gonna come out soon, folks. Like Steve and I have been discussing of how we're gonna bring this contest to be.
Yeah,
and then soon after that we can work on the next
the
issue.
actual story and everything for it. Yeah, so make sure you guys keep an eye out on InnerCityGeeks.net for all that shit, and also check us out on all the socials and shit. I'll go over the socials in a little bit, but before that,
Yeah, we got sponsors, bitch. We got bills to pay, motherfucker.
Sure, yeah, we have affiliates and shit. So make sure you check out all of our affiliates. We have, of course, the first one we go to is Amazon's. Of course, you could check out all the shows and everything that we talked about, and you can check out Bone Snatcher that I spoke about a little while ago. Check out Bone Snatcher. That's on Amazon Prime. So if you click on that link, it'll take you straight to Amazon Prime, and you can watch Bone Snatcher, or you could watch fucking Good Omens, or pretty much any fucking show on Amazon Prime for freezies. So you can do that shit for the first month. So first month, who doesn't want one free month of Amazon Prime? I know I fucking do. Well, I did, because I actually took advantage of it. But you can do it too, And then if you don't really want to pay for Amazon Prime, you can just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna discontinue it, and that's fine with me, because I don't care. Because as long as you give me credit for actually trying, I appreciate it. And whatever you do, it helps. It helps out the show, because it's all going straight back into the show. Because it's not that we need sometimes. So make sure you check that out. So Amazon. Then we also have a link to So Sick Clothing Company, which is a cool company that sells cool ass motherfucking t-shirts and hats and hoodies and sweaters and fucking all the cool geek related shits, like the shirt that I have. Not this one, of course, but I also have a Bart Simpson shirt. It's a zombie Bart Simpson, and I fucking love that shirt. It's fucking great. I fucking love it. So yeah, so type in Inner City Geeks at checkout at So Sick Clothing for 15% off your entire purchase. Yeah, so go do that. Then another thing we have on there is a link to some CBD goodness. And who doesn't need CBD goodness? Because it's fucking great, right? Yeah, so make sure you check out Cushly. So Cushly has some great fucking CBD goods. So like hemp based organic CBD. It's good for you, good for your health. It's not gonna get you high. It's just gonna get you, get you all nice and chill. So if you're like super anxious, it'll bring you back down to like a normal level, or a quote unquote normal level. You have you chill. So make sure you check that shit out. So why the fuck not, right? Who doesn't like some CBD? I know we all do. I know I do. I have tried it a few times, and it's quite good. So make sure you check out that link for Cushly, and then it'll take you there, and you will also get 15% off your entire purchase. So why not? Then one more thing that we have on there is Beard Octane. So if you want your beard to look as amazing as mine,
or okay as mine.
yeah.
He's like, meh, and then Steve is like, ooh.
You can go to beardoctane.com and at checkout you type in ICG10 for 10% off of your entire purchase of whether it's beard oil, beard balm, beard butter, some leave-in conditioner, or something that you need to actually help your beard look as fantastic as you want it to and as great as you need it. Because of course, not just are these products just meant for your beard, it's also meant for the skin underneath. Because of course, you can't have a beard if you don't have any fucking skin there, right?
Yeah, I don't think it grows on bone.
Yeah, no, it doesn't grow on bone. So make sure you hydrate your fucking beard, and all of these products actually help hydrate your beard and keep your shit fucking keep it good. I may be speaking out of my ass, but I don't think I am. I think I'm pretty pretty
Yeah, it's not just a sponsor. Steve uses the shit, folks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like fucking that fucking that 4 Men shit from way back in the day. Yeah. But it's not just for dudes. You could also get some of this some of these beard oils for your skin as well, because it actually helps you because like I said, it's all for your skin. So go check all that shit out. It all smells good, so it's all worth it. So make sure well check it out, and you get 10% off of your entire purchase with the code ICG10. Like I said, 10% off. So go do that. Then I guess about to close. So check out all of our socials. You could go to faceyspace.com/InnerCityGeeks and you could check out all of our Facebook posts, I guess. Interact with us on there. I guess. I don't really go on there very much. But actually no, I don't really go on there. I'll just post shit on there and I just disappear. But
but we do have stuff up there, so
Yeah. All the stuff, all the shows and everything all wind up on there. But yeah, so check that out. Also, you follow us on the Instagrams at InnerCityGeeks, on the Twitters at InnerCityGeeks, where I pretty much man all that shit. So make sure you check all that shit out. And if you ever do, hit us up. I'll be the person you're in contact with. Go
ahead. Just I think that's a nice way of saying it's like, I am the captain now.
I am the captain of the ship. Alex, where can we find you, sir?
Well, you can find me drinking some water in a second, so
Glug.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at Denied, DINYED, or you can find me on Instagram at Denied, DIN_Y_ED.
Yes. And
where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on the Instagrams and the Twitters at Mr. Jackal, MISTERJACKAL. Yeah, and that pretty much wraps it up for this week. So, Alex, say your goodbye, sir.
This has been fun. Until next time, folks.
Yes. Until next fucking time. But before we go, I always bring some fucking musics. And of course, why the fuck not close it out with the band that we've been talking about all fucking episode? And that's fucking Trivium. Of course, like I said, their album, What the Dead Men Say.
I'm mad that you mentioned it earlier and you had to click it again.
Dude.
No, I know what it is. It's just since this is a new album, you're still trying to get used to it, because I know like when it comes to you'll sometimes say like probably the last album or something.
Yeah, and I also want to say the right name. I want to say it right. I don't want to say it wrong, because I want actually people to actually go and actually buy this album, because it's actually worth the actual purchase. Yes. So this is actually one of the last tracks on the album, and it's one of my absolute motherfucking favorite songs on this album.
Also, is it a deep cut?
It's a deep cut. This is actually like the 11th song, like the 10th song on the album. It's like 11 tracks.
Yeah.
But it's a good one, and it's a doozy. It's heavy, it's fast, it goes hard, and I fucking love it so hard. It's so fucking good. So yeah, make sure you check out this song, which is bending the art, bending the arc to fear, and it's so fucking good. So don't be a dick, but always remember that the geeks shall inherit the earth.
Damn right.